It's single-digit dance time for me. Getting excited as we only have a few days before we head down to our happy place. Let's keep on dancing as we go Geekin on Walt Disney World. Welcome to the Geekin On Walt Disney World podcast. I am your co-host, Curtis Stone. This is going to be episode 68, which will be part 2 of our continuing chat with Kristi Fredericks on a couple books that she wrote. We did the first book during episode 67, and part 1 was all about A Tale of Two Resorts, comparing Disneyland and Walt Disney World. And we just kept on chatting. And Kristi has a second book, 501 Ways to Make the Most of Your Walt Disney World Vacation. And it was a lot of fun talking with Kristi. And what we're going to do, I'm going to give you a little intro here, and then we're going to get on with continuing part 2 of Kristi's interview that we did with her. What we did in part 2 is we gave Kristi our top ways to make the most of our Walt Disney World vacation, and what I tried to do was stump her, or to try to find number 502, the way. But I don't know. You guys let me know if you think that I was able to add another way to her list. It's a very good book and lots of tips in there. Go out there and check it out. As usual, we put the links in the show notes. Each episode I like to ask a question, and this episode, the question is, how do you make the most of your Walt Disney World vacation? You can go out to the blog and put that in the comments, or go out to our Facebook page and comment on the post that I put there. One other thing I wanted to mention before I get into the interview with Kristi and finish that up, I saw a blog post about the top 6 adult drinks at Walt Disney World, which I found very interesting. Some I would agree with, one I want to try, and one big one is missing. Number 6 on this list, and this is on the touringplans.com blog. Number 6 is a really good one. It's a little bit small, but it's over at Epcot, over in France Pavilion. It's the Grand Marnier Orange Slush. That one I really like. I like slushies anyway, so it's hard not to make my list there. Another one they have, number 5, is the Burnt Orange, which is over at Todd English Blue Zoo at the Dolphin. And it looks really cute. They have a beer. I'm a big beer fan. They have number 4 is La Fin du Monde over the Canadian Pavilion. Now, I'm not sure. I'm not a big fan of fruit in the beer, and I think this one has, it's got flavors of light bananas, pear, cinnamon, and orange peel. Now, I guess it is kind of refreshing, but I'm not sure I would put that high on my list of beers, but they have it there. And this is one I want to try. I put this on my must-do list for the trip coming up, and it's number 3, Avocado Margarita over at the La Cava del Tequila. This is a little bar inside of the pavilion. That looks really good. I've had a little shot of that, but I've never had a full glass, and I think I would really like to have that one. So that's on my must-do list. We'll see if I can get that done on the next trip. Number 2, a sugar cane mojito. That's a nice, refreshing drink. This is over at the Dawa Bar at Animal Kingdom, and I know they have all kinds of great drinks in that little bar. They say the Safari Amber beer actually here is actually brewed exclusively for Walt Disney World. I don't think I even knew that, and I like that kind of beer, amber beer, and that's the Safari Amber over at the Animal Kingdom. Now, number 1, I can't really disagree. This is a fun drink, and I've had this. This is the Lapu Lapu over at the Tambu Lounge, which is one of my favorite lounges in all of the property over at the Polynesian Resort. And it's really fun and cool because you get a full pineapple that's carved out, and they put a nice, really strong drink with dark rum, tropical fruit juices, and it's also got Bacardi 151 rum. Very good and tasty. But, of course, guys, no margarita from the Mexican Pavilion in Mexico. That's one of the big reasons why I wanted to share this list with you guys, but it's kind of funny that wouldn't be there. Of course, that tops our list of the top drink in Walt Disney World. Okay, for now, that's all the fun for this. This is a special Thursday release. We usually release on Mondays, and we'll continue with a release coming up this Monday. And it will be Bob Sycon from allinwdw.com who's going to join us and talk about, he does a lot of surveys on his blog, and that'll be a lot of fun. And then you'll probably start hearing some live trip reporting back from our trip coming up to the Polynesian and Bay Lake Tower. Okay, guys, have fun. Hope you enjoy part 2. Take care. I'm going to take a different approach, Kristi.
Okay.
I'm going to throw some of my favorite ways to make the most of the Walt Disney World vacation, and I actually talked to Mama too a little bit and got some of her ideas. Poor Lindsay, I didn't spring it on her till last minute, and she was out.
No, but I approve. I read it though, and I approve. We pretty much share the same opinion in this, as far as this goes.
Yeah, unless you think of something as I go through this. So, Kristi, let me know if I touch something that I started reading some of yours, and they were really very detailed. Actually, one of Mama's was, I think, something that I was reading very early on in the book. But let me try something. So, if you want to make the most of your Disney World vacation, my first one was you got to do research. That's blogs, podcasts, books, forums. It's so massive. The more research you can do, the more you can be prepared when you go. One of our favorite actually is the Unofficial Guide. That big old book and the website touringplans.com.
I love that place too.
Yeah, that was the go-to thing for us. Some forums. Disboards.com is another one for us. Do as much research. Talk to people too.
I agree. That is actually one of the tips that's in my book.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's the thing with Disney World. If you go in blind, it's going to be, you can still have a good time, but I don't think you're going to make the most of it. I think it's just so helpful to have lots of good information so that you really see as much as possible while you're there.
I got a soft spot in my heart when I see people looking at the map, trying to find their way.
Oh, it hurts me.
I know. I feel so bad for them. We know it so well. And the other thing is to see them sitting in line. Why are they waiting in a line that's 240 minutes or whatever, something like that?
It does not make sense to me because they don't know. They have no idea.
That's my theory. I
think that's the only. I don't think you get into that line unless you don't know any better. Because who wants to wait? Who wants to wait 4 hours for anything?
If they learn how to work that fast pass.
Exactly. Rope drop and fast pass.
You got it, Kristi. There's so many great strategies to learn. Okay, now here's another one of mine. Discuss with your family your must-dos and prioritize. And I'm talking about talk to everybody. If you got you got kids, really communicate to them or have them communicate to you. What do you really, what's the top of your list of what you want to accomplish when you're down there?
I agree. So that's another one in my book, and I talk about getting everybody's at least top 3 priorities, and then try to do. I've worked in sales for a really long time, so that classic cliche, under promise, over deliver. Yep. So if they want to see, all these different characters and all these different rides, and if you tell them, okay, well, here's what we can do. I know that in the amount of time that we're there, we're going to be able to see these 3 things, and try to make something happen for everybody each day or every other day. Like I have my 2 boys, and they're much more willing to go, watch Beauty and the Beast with me if they know that next ride up is Star Tours for them. So if everybody gets a little bit of what it is that they want to do each day, then that way if something goes wrong, and in my book I tell a lot of personal stories about things that have gone right and things that have gone not so right. So, it's kind of nice to do some of everybody's top priorities each day, because if for some reason somebody gets sick or somebody gets injured or a hurricane comes in or something throws off your trip, everybody got to have some of their wishes. Yeah,
that's great advice. I can remember when the kids were little, you're getting ready to go to Epcot, and I don't want to go to Epcot. Yeah. But remember that, Lindsay?
Yeah, a little bit.
But, you guys are pretty good, but But I think you can counter that with, well, we did this for you, and mom and dad really want to see Epcot, and then they're going to end up liking it anyway. They end up liking it anyway.
They do.
All right, and I have no order in this, and they're all over the place. But I put Memory Maker, which is the picture.
Yes.
I think the Memory Maker is really cool, especially now.
Oh, it's worth every cent.
I agree. As the person that is the primary photo taker in my family, it is so nice to have something like that where you can have every single person in your family in the photographs, and you don't just have to grab, a stranger walking by, hey, can you take my picture? Which I do that all the time for families that are, you
Right.
got one, poor dad, he's standing there and he's taking everybody's photo. I am more than willing, if you see me out there, I will gladly take your family's photo. But the Memory Maker, yeah, it's great. And now that you get the ride photos, and I love to go on and actually watch the little videos where I'm, being all scared on the ride.
Yep.
And I don't know, all that stuff together is terrific.
Yeah, I think if you're spending that kind of money, having the pictures is probably the best thing you can take back as a souvenir from the trip.
Really, it is.
To me, there's no better souvenir. I love to look back on those. My dad actually has photos. I've been visiting Disney World since I was a baby. And so my dad has photos. Well, I'm really old. So way back when the park first opened, and, it's my mom holding me, and
Wow, yeah.
it's just amazing.
We
can't get anything better.
When we've taken the kids when they were small, I would make posters and give them to my wife as Christmas gifts. So we got those all in our family room. Yeah.
Ah, I love that.
All right. How about I put ADRs, advanced dinner reservations, obviously.
Oh, yes.
We talked about that a little bit already.
Yes. If you want to sit down at a table service meal, you got to snatch up the ADRs. And if it's one of the most popular restaurants, like Cinderella's Table or something like that, you really have to book it the instant that window opens.
Yep. That's a good one too, because I think the little girls who want to see the princesses, that's going to be high on their list, and you better book it soon, right on time.
And I really like, and that just kind of leads into a different tip too. If you can see characters at a character meal, that's such a great use of your time, because it's fun interaction with the characters, a little bit more sometimes personal and one-on-one that you'll have with a meet and greet, when sometimes the meet and greets feel really rushed. Yep. Especially if you've got, some of those lines are so long and you're just trying to move through to be courteous to, the 5,000 people standing behind you too. So I love kind of doing both of those things at the same time, taking great photos and eating great food at the same time with the characters.
Perfect. The next one, kind of along the same lines, Fast Passes. Got to book them. Now with the Fast Pass Plus, you can book them early. So, I was telling a friend at work, she's getting ready to go with her family for the first time. And, I'm using these same kind of strategies. I'm saying, just, pick your favorite, do the big things, the big rides. Just make sure you know what those are. So I'm going to actually have to review those with her before she goes. Make sure, let's talk through these and just make sure you have these on your priority list.
Exactly. And I actually have that listed in my book in each chapter for each theme park. I put down, which ones you should use your Fast Pass on, and which ones don't worry about using your Fast Pass on.
Oh, great.
But just in general, if it's a large theater, something that can move through a lot of people at once, like a continuous motion type ride, you may or may not need a Fast Pass with that. But some of those big tickets, you think about anything that has the word mountain in it, anything that's a thrill ride, those are going to be the ones for sure you want to use your Fast Passes on. And I always tell my friends who are booking and are saying, how am I supposed to know? Like, I've never been there. How do I know 60 days in advance what I'm going to want to ride? And I always say, just don't leave them on the table.
Right.
Just look at the park that you're going to go to, pick 3, and book it. If you need to change it, if you don't make it, you don't show up for it, that's okay, but don't leave it on the table.
Exactly. And if you're there long enough, maybe the second day that you're there, you can adjust.
Exactly.
All right. I put stay at a Disney resort and enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. To me, in Disney World, I know there's a lot of properties just outside of the resort, and yes, you can get more square footage for your money not staying on Disney property, but with so many, 26 options, I just would not stay off of Disney property because staying on Disney property really puts you inside that Disney bubble. I mean, you are in that Disney universe. And you don't have to, nothing else exists outside of Disney if you can stay at a Disney resort.
You're preaching to the choir, sister.
It's fully immersed. I love it.
Exactly. All right. Plan some margin and don't plan every single minute. What do you think about that one? Because you said you were a planner.
I am a planner, and this is what's so crazy. I am such a planner. I plan time to be spontaneous.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I do.
That's what I'm calling margin, I guess. That's my margin.
I know it's crazy, but even on my big spreadsheet, I put like open afternoon so that I know that, it's wide open. We can do whatever we want to do. And that's the way I can feel good about being spontaneous because it's sort of planned.
Yeah, actually, you just made me think of another one. Maybe not so much for your family with your kids the ages that they are, but if you go with a big group, give some time for people to split off and do whatever they want to do.
We actually do that because one of the big trips that we take each year, we take in the summertime, and we take that with my two boys, myself, my husband, and my parents. And that's usually a big trip. That's usually about 10 days. And about halfway through, we have a day in which, it's my husband's free day. So he sleeps in, he drives to Starbucks, he might go over to the beach. I mean, it's like his day, and he can do whatever he wants. And my mom and dad have more time like that. They're a little bit older. So, like in the evenings and stuff, they don't necessarily go, and that's like grandma and grandpa time. They do their own thing in the evening, a couple mornings a week. But yes, we definitely have our, that's all part of our plan. There's one morning, each trip, one morning, just me and my boys go in and just have some, mommy time.
Yeah.
They'd kill me for calling it mommy time now that they're so much older. But yeah, just time with me and my guys, doing some of our favorite stuff. And it's really nice having those moments where you break off into smaller groups because I really like that. You make your own special little memories. Another thing that we do kind of along those lines, because when we do travel with a bigger group, is we don't always necessarily ride each ride with the same person. So once we hit a ride, it's like, okay, we're going to switch.
Yeah.
The kids will ride together, and I'll ride with my mom, and my
fun.
dad and husband ride together. It's fun.
Yep, definitely. Lindsay always wants to ride with me, though.
That's
right,
so sweet.
We're going to have fun. I'm looking forward. I'm going to go down when Lindsay needs to drive home in August. It's just going to be her and I. So we're going to have a few days in the parks.
Woohoo. Father
and daughter. We're going to have some fun. Just the two of us.
I love that. I take my trip in the fall with just me and my boys. And it's so much fun just to, we stay up late and we stay in the parks and we close them down. And it's not something that normally my husband wants to do.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily want to stay up that late. And so, yeah, I mean, we've gotten on Splash Mountain and just ridden it over and over again and watching the fireworks from Frontierland. And yeah, it's fun making those special memories.
Absolutely. All right. Be a part of the show. I am a ham, and well, I'll put it this way. I'm mostly a ham when I'm down there. I let my guard down. Right, Linz?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I mean, I think one of the things that's so fun to me is when you go to Disney World, how everybody's there letting their guard down, having a great time. Whether it's the toddler wearing the mouse ears or the businessman wearing the mouse ears. I mean, everybody's there having fun, and I love that. Like in Monsters, Inc., at one point or another, every single member of my family has been, involved in that show. And it's just part of the fun. And I really think just embracing those moments and just going with it and not worried about it. You know, you're never going to see anybody else that was in that theater with you again. So, you know, if they have you being the guy that stands up and dances, go for it. Just stand up and dance.
Exactly. Yeah, but has your husband been that guy yet?
My husband has not been the dancing guy, but he has been Mike Wazowski.
Oh.
He hasn't been that guy.
Okay.
I think my dad was that guy once.
Okay. That kind of counts then. Someone in the family played that role. Okay.
Yes.
All right. This is kind of a cliche, but I think you'll know what I mean. Try to smell the roses.
Yes.
Which means take your time, carouse, check things out. There's actually some great smells. So
I know. Going down Main Street. Oh my goodness.
I mean
Popcorn,
so literally,
bakery.
literally and figuratively.
Yes,
Take time to soak it all in.
I think that's and because I'm such a planner and I'm a list maker and I'm one of those people that have the tendency to want to check things off. This is one of the tips that I think is so important and when I have to remind myself about all the time. It's not sitting on Winnie the Pooh thinking about, okay, now I got to rush over to Peter Pan before that gets too busy. It's about sitting on Winnie the Pooh, enjoying Winnie the Pooh, soaking up every moment of Winnie the Pooh, and then going on to Peter Pan.
Yeah, you really got to tell yourself that. You got to just get that frame of mind sometimes because it is a go, go, go place.
It really is, and you can definitely get caught up in that, especially with all of the reservations now. And that's one thing I find where people talk about, do I get the dining plan? Do I not get the dining plan? We've done the dining plan years ago, and when we had one year where we had all these table service meals, and eventually we said, this is just too much. I mean, I feel like I'm going from one reservation to another. I feel and I'm a planner, but I felt like super scheduled.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things where you just have to remind yourself, this really is a vacation, and it's not about how much you see. It's about enjoying what you see, and just exactly like what you said, stopping, smelling the roses, and enjoying each of those moments.
All right. Now, the next one is chat with strangers, which normally I would not do that, but in Disney World I do it. As a matter of fact, last time I brought my recorder, had some chats with strangers.
Not only did you talk to strangers, but you recorded yourself talking to strangers.
I was a little nervous too, but it got a little easier. I don't know if they're going to be kind of like, who is this crazy guy?
Were they pretty receptive? Did you tell them was it for your podcast?
Yeah, I did, and I got good. And it was funny because I was doing it on the bus, and someone would see me doing it, and then when we get off the bus, they'd start talking to me. Oh, you do a podcast, and then I said, yeah, you want to be on it? And I was just gonna go again. And so it was fun doing that. But I love having those conversations with people. Not only watching people, but chatting with people.
I love that too. Every year, my family on our big summer vacation, we do this thing. We like to call it the Amazing Race Around Disney World. And we create this challenge for ourselves. And we kind of do it like the Amazing Race. So we even have, depends on the year, but we've had either T-shirts or lanyards that say the Amazing Race. And we have like the Amazing Race envelopes. We open them and it has our challenges and stuff in it. And it's so much fun because just to see like the different cast members and the different guests saying, oh, what are you doing? And can I help? And just opening up, different conversations. And I don't know. That's one of the things that I love about Disney, because I feel like once you get there, it's such a shared experience with everybody else that's there. Sometimes I feel like it's really what we wish the world was like.
Sure. Yep. Exactly.
Where everybody's, for the most part, they're kind, they're friendly. We're all just trying to enjoy ourselves and have a good time as a big community. So
love that. Okay,
too.
Okay, let's take a break for a group hug.
Okay.
Oh, that was so cool. Yes, and you made me think. One time, I noticed sometimes when I wear a T-shirt that resonates with somebody, they'll ask me about it. If it's cool when I got in the park, they'll ask me about it. We had T-shirts made up for our anniversary trip we did, 25th anniversary. People talked about that. Or the buttons, if you're wearing your button. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary. All cool stuff to get that little conversation started. Hey, Lindsay, are you looking at the list? Hey, Lindsay. What's the next one? I thought you'd take the next one. I totally surprised you out of the blue.
Yes, you did.
Lindsay was napping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I know you like the next one too.
Just give me 2 seconds. Got it. This is my favorite thing ever.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I love it as a guest and as a cast member.
Okay, tell us.
Pin trading. Pin trading. Oh man, do I love pin trading. Okay.
I was excited. You just sent me we like to collect those orange birds, and you just sent me some kind of orange bird that's different than the others. He's kind of like a silver one.
Yes, it's the chaser orange bird. So it's the colorless, just silver pin, and you'll see them all the time if you know what pin trading is. You see just like the colorless pins.
Yes, I've seen those, but I never saw an orange bird.
Some of them, it's really the fakes of the pins are more common. And we've said this before. My dad and I really don't care about fakes, but we know that this chaser pin is not a fake because they don't make them. Because otherwise, you would see more of them. So my roommate actually found it for me and brought it home, and I'm super excited because now I have the actual full set of orange birds. I probably got like 20 of them right now.
Oh, good.
But
That's so funny because I am drinking out of my orange bird cup right now. that little guy, there's a shaped like little round bird, and
yes.
that I got. Yes, I love orange.
Well, Lindsay, what do you love about the pin trading?
It's first of all, it's a collectible thing, so you get something tangible that you can actually hold and remember your trip. But also, it's a great way to interact with cast members and just have some fun, have some great conversations. It gets the conversation started because a lot of the time, cast members are pin traders in their guest time too. So everyone's always looking for pins, and it's just a lot of fun. It's like a game, but it just never ends sort of thing because there's always new pins to collect. So
very good.
Yeah, I love the pin trading idea too because it's something that it's so easy to take home with you. Sometimes these souvenirs are so large or bulky, and when you're bringing gifts home to people, it's like, do you have the person's right size? Would they like this shirt? Would they like this or that? And pins are just perfect. It's a great souvenir.
Yeah, there's something for everyone.
There really is.
All right, I'll take the next one. So if something goes wrong, report it nicely with a smile. So
please.
Yeah.
Please.
Cast member says that.
I'm not going to say much else.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm kind of bringing this up because if you have a bad experience, don't just let it, don't let it ruin your vacation, because Disney is always really good in making things right.
Yes, I agree. And again, that was another tip that I had in my book was, be sure to, let guest services know either at your hotel or the theme park, whatever is appropriate, whichever place your incident happened to occur, but that you get so much further when you're courteous. Obviously the person that you're, explaining the situation to doesn't really have control over it. They most likely weren't even there or involved. So it's just, nice to be polite, and Disney is just amazing about helping you out in any way that they can. If they can fix it or make the situation better, they'll definitely do everything in their power to make it right for you.
Yeah, I've just heard so many stories of them going way out of their way to make things better. So
yeah,
I don't want to say too much about it, but yes, be courteous, and more magic is likely to come your way.
Yeah.
Than if you're not.
Absolutely.
That's
just
nature.
True in life in general. And so, Disney's no different.
All right. Identify the big attractions and do them. So I think we kind of talked about that one a little bit. This kind of goes with the planning we were talking about. Let me go to another one. Are you a night? This was moms, actually. One of moms. Are you a night or a morning person, and plan accordingly?
That's a great point. And I did talk about that a bit in my book. I mean, I'm a big proponent of rope drop. I think that you can do a lot in that first hour and a half each day. But some people, that's just not is just not their makeup, and they like to stay up late and close the parks down and sleep in the next day. And with the new Fast Pass Plus system, it's actually really great for people like that because, like, for example, in the trip that I'm planning right now that we're going to in June, I know that one night my boys and I want to stay in the park, and we're going to close it down. We're going to stay up till, till midnight. We're not going to be back to the room till after 1. It's just not going to be a good day the next day if I expect them to be, standing in line at 8 a.m. for the bus. So I booked a lunch reservation for us like at noon, and then our first Fast Pass at 1:30. And so we're just kind of starting our day at 11 rather than starting our day at 7. And I think that's a great idea to think about, not just you, but like every member of your family, because, we have members that kind of encompass both people who like to stay up late and people who like to get up early.
Yeah, and even going back to what we were talking about before, Mom's sister would go with us a lot of times, and she's not a morning person. She'll catch us in the park later.
Yeah.
With cell phones, it's easy. Yes,
my parents do the same thing. Like they, kind of sleep in or want to relax in the morning, plus they go to bed a little bit earlier. So, it's those prime middle of the day hours. Yeah, with cell phones and the new way of booking Fast Pass Plus, you can definitely make that happen.
All right, my next one is to get the touring plans from touringplans.com or the unofficial guide, and they will make your traveling through the parks so much more efficient.
Especially if you don't have the experience yourself. It's a great place to start.
Yeah, you kind of learn it.
I love it. I mean, even to this day, I still do touring plans for all of our days in the park. I started using them years ago. I've been working for them for about a year now, and I still love their system. It's so nice, and especially if you are a rookie, because you can go in and plug in, okay, I'm going to go to the Magic Kingdom this day. I want to ride these rides. And you push the button, optimize, and it will tell you what order to ride the rides in, which ones you should try to get Fast Pass Plus for. It's just incredible.
Yeah, we've been same with us. I mean, it's kind of like the game of 21. Once you learn the basic plan, too, you can kind of go from there.
Right.
And we did interview Bob Sellinger back in one of our episodes. And so if you want to listen to that, go check that out. He gets into all the technical details of that. But we are huge fans of that book, and those plans come in real handy. Okay, 2 pairs. These are moms again. 2 pairs of comfortable worn-in shoes. And that's just in case you get one pair wet. Sometimes those water rides will get your sneakers wet.
I'm laughing because not only the water rides, but the rain.
Yeah, true.
When we go in June, I cannot even tell you how many times I have been sitting in the hotel room with the hotel room blow dryer trying to dry my son's tennis shoes.
Exactly.
I mean, yes, 2 pairs of shoes. Great idea.
I actually, I have plantar fasciitis, and then sometimes the flip-flops work better for me, although they can slip and fall pretty easy.
there's a drawback.
There are some slippery spots in these parks, I can tell you, and flip-flops. But you definitely, that's a good one, Kristi. Lots of rain, especially in the summer. All right, here's one. I think I actually started seeing, this was again from Mom, but I think in one of your very early on tips was something related to this. But she said, pack your medicine chest. Which is
Mom's a sickly person.
She grabs everything she grabs everything we possibly. One of the things that I always need is that stuff, that Glide
chub rub,
the stuff you put between your, on my legs so they don't get that chafing.
Yeah. You know what?
I hope you didn't forget that.
My book.
Yeah, I was like, don't forget that stuff. That is a necessity.
Don't forget the chub rub grease.
Yeah.
And all those other little things that, obviously Advil or whatever, pain, all those things. Yeah.
Yeah. And not only the over-the-counter stuff, but your own prescription medication, and pack a few extra days because you just never know, like depending on when you travel. But I've known people that have gotten stranded in Florida for a few extra days because of a snowstorm back home, or a hurricane, or, it's just some unforeseen circumstances happened and their flights have been canceled. So,
Yeah.
and when you're sick and having like those medicines with you, your over-the-counter ones, it's so much handier because like I said, we've been there a lot, and we've had our share of sicknesses and problems while we've been there, and it's just there's nothing like just being able to go to your suitcase and pull out what you need at 2 a.m. rather than thinking, okay, do I need to get a cab to get what my kid needs?
Yeah.
Because the gift shop's closed and
Exactly.
somebody's got a fever, and yeah.
One of the ones I was just remembering that I did catch early on in the book too. You had a tip of, what was it, like a bag that hangs over the door?
Yes.
What do you call that?
A shoe organizer.
Shoe organizer that has all kinds of stuff. It's a nice place to hang it when you're in your resort. Yeah.
They're really lightweight. They fold up really easy to go in the suitcase, and then you just hang it right over the back of the door, or over, in the closet, over the rod, and you can organize all your little stuff.
Yeah.
So your magic bands, your sunscreen, just all the little random things that you use each morning, all your medicines, all of that, and just keeps it handy, but off of the countertop, because, we've got 4 of us who are trying to use one counter space. It's not like how it is at home, where we have multiple bathrooms at home, but
right.
Here you're all sharing one.
Yep.
So
that was a great one. I don't know. Anyways, I got one more. Again,
Okay.
No particular order, but this again from Mom. Ship cases of water to resort. It's cheaper.
Oh, yes, definitely. Whether you ship it there, you use a site like Garden Grocer and have it delivered to yourself.
Yep.
If you've rented a car and you go, pick it up the Walmart there nearby is just a total madhouse. Every time I've been in there, that place has been crazy. But
It's a zoo. I know.
oh my gosh, I've
Always.
never seen anything like that before. Maybe Target instead, or something.
Nope,
I don't know.
it's still a zoo.
Is it a zoo? What
Everywhere.
about the new Target by Animal Kingdom? I guess it's not that new, but there's.
I don't usually go out that way, but no, I know anything in my direction, it's bad.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yes, it's way cheaper to have the water. Like if you order it from Amazon or something, have it shipped straight to your hotel.
Yeah, she ships it free. I think she said she used Costco. It's like $6 for a case of water and then free shipping.
Yeah, but then you need to pick it up from the Contemporary and you pay for it anyways. So
yeah. It's good to have lots of water, especially in the hotter months.
Oh yeah, stay hydrated.
Yep. Well, so Kristi, how'd I do?
You did awesome. Those were all wonderful, wonderful tips.
I'm sure I didn't. Did I add 502?
I'm sorry you did not. You keep trying.
we tried.
That's a lot of tips. And
I was going to say, I have a 501 in there, so the odds of hitting one that I don't actually already have might be kind of tough.
odds were tough. Yeah. That's all right.
That's your challenge. You just keep working on
it. I'll keep in contact with you, and I hope you keep in contact with us, Kristi. We've had a lot of fun having you on tonight.
It has been great, and yes, I will definitely keep in contact with you, and I'd love to come back on again. It's been lots of fun.
Yes, and we do keep a private Facebook group just for our prior guests. It's called the Super Geek, and you are welcome to that club. I'm going to add you there, and it's fun to keep communicating in that group. I'm having a lot of fun with that, and you'll have an opportunity to co-host with me again sometime too, probably.
I would love to. You just let me know, and I will be there.
Awesome. Yes, just stay in contact with that for sure. Or anyway, all right, Lindsay, did you have anything else?
No, it sounds perfect.
We went we went really long. I don't know. I started recording really like when we first got on the phone, so I don't even know how much time I got in here. It's a lot.
Right now it says an hour and 31 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So
wow.
I was having just a lot of fun. It was great. And let me just tell everyone that, you can be a guest on our show too. All you got to do is send me an email is one way, kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. And Kristi, you got to tell us where we can find you. I know that you have a contact page on your website that has about 40 different ways to contact you.
Yes, I am all over the place, but the easiest ways to find me are on my website, DisneyWorldEnthusiast.com, or on Twitter. I'm at DW Enthusiast. You can find my books on Amazon.com. The first one is A Tale of Two Resorts, comparing Disneyland and Walt Disney World, a traveler's reference. The second one is 501 Ways to Make the Most of Your Walt Disney World Vacation. And then I have another book coming back out later this year around the holidays. It will also be about Disney World, so you can look for that to come out. And like you said, I am all over the place. I am on touringplans.com on their blog, and as well as Google+, Pinterest, Facebook, you name it, I'm out there. You can find all those addresses on my contact page on my website.
Yeah, and I'll be sure to list that on our website in the show notes. Thank you so much for that. We love chatting too on Twitter and Facebook, so email, that's all good for us. And we love helping you make the best of your time in Disney World. So definitely get a hold of us if you got a question. We'll try to help. As you can tell, we know a lot of experts. We know how to get the answers too. And it's a lot of fun. You can support our show. Just retweet. You can share our Twitter and Facebook posts. We would love to see a 5-star iTunes review. We greatly appreciate those. It's easy to do. And you can always check out our patreon.com page. You can actually donate cash money, Lindsay, to us if you wanted to. And it helps us to take care of some of the costs for putting out the podcast. And it would be really fun. You'll get to see me do the happy dance. Or I'll definitely do it. I'll have to record it. So,
yeah, I was going to say I'd like to see that.
Yeah, it's kind of ugly, but it is fun. All right, thanks for going Geekin On WDW with us. We had fun. I hope you did too. Take care.
It's loading.
You've had a long day. I know it's really late.
I'm exhausted.
There. I was going to say, goodness, it's almost 11 o'clock for you.
I know we're going a little late here, but I'm going to finish up this list because I'm having fun.
Okay, me too.
I still have to do my laundry.
I'm very chatty. Sorry.
No problem. I might break this up into two recordings.
Yes, if I come on,
we've already hit an hour.
Yes, if I come on and co-host with you guys ever, I can be really chatty. So.
Perfect.
Sounds good to us.
Works for a podcast.
Especially because I'm being really quiet.
You just edit me down. Feel free to edit me.
Lindsay, I didn't want you to have nothing to say, so go ahead.
It's still loading, Dad. You don't realize how slow my internet is.